Hey YouTube, it's just Brandy, and let's talk Love and Hip Hop Miami. So Love and Hip Hop Miami picked up at the cooking competition between Chaotic and Trick Daddy, and JoJo and Veronica Vega were getting into it. So they got into it. Veronica Vega ended up leaving, and as soon as that simmered down, here comes Shay from the other side, because she had issues with JoJo for dating Pleasure P, which they're no longer dating, but for dating him. So she comes from the side, snatches the girl's wig. They didn't show her after that, so we don't know what was under that wig, but it must have been so bad they didn't even show it, because usually when somebody's wig gets snatched, they show it, but they didn't even show it. So they leave. Trick Daddy said it ain't no barbecue if don't no drama pop off, so they wasn't even mad. So JoJo is still convinced that this is all because Amara put the roots on her. So Amara decides that since Veronica is there and the energy is so crazy, that they need to make up for the issues that they had. So you know what it is, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's all that is. She sees that Veronica and JoJo have beef now. Amara and JoJo have beef. So now Veronica and Amara can be cool because they can, you know, be against JoJo together. That's all that is. It ain't about clearing no energy. That's all that is. It's petty. So, you know, they squash whatever beef they have, and Amara feels so bad because, you know, of all the things that Veronica has had to go through since it came out, you know, that she was a racist because she was saying nigga and whatever, and talking about Amara's hair, you know, so whatever. So that was that. As far as the food competition, Trick Daddy won. All the judges scored Chaotic like negative. They didn't even taste his food, but according to Tip, his food was all right, but Trick Daddy's was good. That's what she said. So the way she made it seem wasn't nobody food all that good. But he said he wanted a rematch. We heard what's his name, Poppy Sunshine, Prince got his little, I don't know if he's trying to be the next Michael Jackson. He played his music, and is he trying to be the next Bruno Mars? What genre is that? Because he said he was trying to be doing like the Spanish music, but when he played it, it was like pop, easy listening. What kind of music is that? Who's gonna buy that? And then he had a performance, and he had invited, you know, Amar and everybody. Maybe that's where I think that's where her and Veronica made up at the performance. But Poppy Sunshine or Poppy whoever, okay, I'm not, maybe the people in Miami like that song, but I don't think it's going to make it up here in Ohio. So that's that. But he said the stage is where he is meant to be, because he felt so comfortable. No, it's not that you just felt so comfortable on the stage. You just feel comfortable whenever the attention is on you. That's it. So being on stage and having all the attention on you, you liked it. That's all. You're arrogant. Oh, Amara went on a date with Trick Daddy. They went horseback riding. At this point, I feel like that was not genuine. Trick Daddy probably like really do like her. I mean, why wouldn't he? Look at him. He would like anything. But she trying to get airtime. So, oh, Trick want to take me on a date. I ain't really feeling Trick, and ain't no way I would give him a chance in HE double hockey sticks. But let me go ahead and film this with him so I can be, you know, getting some time on here. She ain't wear a bra. She wearing super tight. Amara is doing the most. I believe at this point now, Amara is a stunt queen. you know, last season we didn't know who she was. We was just me and her. She had all this sob story about how she was so dark in the Spanish world and everybody wanted J-Lo and all of that. And we fell for that. But I think it might be something too what Bobby is saying. Amara is not who Amara portrays herself to be. She is a stunt queen, okay? She is playing for the camera, and she is out there because she done let little things peek through. She ain't all, you know, roses and kittens, okay? Yeah. Besides that, I basically think that was the episode. Basically, you know, all of the high points in the episode. Once again, Miami has so many nobodies, and they don't focus enough to me on the somebodies, you know, that they use Trick and Trina to legitimize the show, but we rarely see Trina. When we see Trina, it's really her interacting with other members of the cast, Joy, Bobby, you know, Tip. And, you know, I would actually rather see gunplay. I think gunplay is very entertaining. Oh, Chaotic met up with his father. That was the other thing. He met up with his father, who he said is now a pastor. And he said he was not involved in his life. And he said, ain't that something that my father probably gets up on Father's Day and tells all the other fathers what type of father they're going to be. He's not even a father. And ain't that the hypocrisy of it all? That you have the audacity to be telling other people how they need to live their life, but you are not, even if your son don't want to have nothing to do with you because you were never there, you should be, as a pastor, continuing to make those attempts again and again and again. But you don't even reach out to your son. Even if you reached out to your son and said, you know what, I'm thinking about you today, but you don't even do that. He said, I ain't talked to you since I got shot. You ain't even reached out to me. The hypocrisy of it all. And that's why you got to be careful who you follow and what church you go to, because people are out here telling you what you need to do, but they ain't living it themselves. They talking the talk, but they ain't walking the walk. So they always say, be careful of wolves in sheep's clothing. And just because somebody get up there in the pulpit does not mean that they supposed to be up there. Know who you following. Know what you're doing, because it's mighty funny that I'm on this show and now you want to come have this heartfelt, tender moment on camera. On camera. You didn't have to have this moment on camera. You could have refused to film. You had to sign a waiver for them to show your face. You had to stand there and get mic'd up on film. You wanted to come and say the right things on film and make yourself look a certain way on film. I don't have no respect for that. I don't have no respect for that. That man is too old. He talking about, well, you don't really know my story. Well, you know what? I'm out here about 25. We grown. We grown. If you changed your life and gave your life over to God and you've been forgiven by God, you should have been able to humble yourself and come to me as your son and say, you know what? I'm sorry. I wasn't the man that I should have been, but I'm trying to be a better man now, and I want to build a relationship with you. He said you a pastor. See, that's what I'm saying. You better watch wolves in sheep's clothing. I don't like that. I do not like that. He a better man than his father for entertaining that bull crap. But that's this episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami. I'll see you next week.